Thank you so very much. And thank you to all of you that are here with me today. I am honored to be able to spend this time supporting you on your PMO journey. If you are new to me, here's a few things that may interest you. I already talked a little bit about spending a lot of years in PMOs inside organizations and 8 years building my PMO and project management consulting and training practice. And if you're not familiar with project management for change, but you would love to be able to use your hard-earned project management skills to give back to your local community, definitely check out pm4change.org. That's PM, the number 4, change.org. We are an entirely volunteer-run group of mostly project managers making a really big impact around the world in global communities and local communities, helping nonprofits achieve their critical mission objectives, which truly helps us change the world for the better. And with all of that said, you can see the picture here. This is the PMO Strategies Podcast. Definitely check that out on your favorite podcast player to hear some more techniques beyond what I could possibly cover today in our first 100 episodes. And if you have not heard of the PMO Impact Summit, where have you been? It is the largest attended, longest running free virtual conference for PMO leaders with a truly global audience and some really big things happening there. And we'll be opening up registration for that. We open it up in June and it goes live in September. Okay, with all of that, I want to dive in and get started, and I want to share with you what I'm promising you here today. So stick with me all the way to the end. I will go on camera so that we can take some questions when we get to the end, and I'd love to hear what your thoughts are after we go through all this. But here's what I'm promising you. I'm going to show you how you can make the ultimate shift from being unsure where to start with your PMO if you're starting a new one, or how to up-level your existing PMO to make a bigger impact, and really shift to creating a PMO that your business leaders are craving, begging for, and all without working tons of hours or losing your sanity. And this even applies if you're a PMO of one or you have a small team. That is my promise to you. You will learn exactly how you can make these changes. And I know it's possible because I was doing it inside organizations for 15 years. And my students in our Impact Engine PMO training and implementation program have been getting outstanding results. Yes, even during a global pandemic. So that is my promise for you here today. And if you're like me and you like to take notes and follow along and build your action plan as you're going through it, definitely go to pmostrategies.com/workbook and download the full workbook that goes with this training so you can fill in your notes, write down your insights and ideas that you've had as to how you're going to apply this in your organization, and put together your action plan. Because here's the thing, it doesn't matter how much training you listen to, it doesn't matter how many great ideas you have if you don't put it into action. And that is what I am all about here. So go check it out. Go to pmostrategies.com/workbook and I'll email you the workbook immediately. You can open that up. Make sure you do not edit it in a browser. If you edit a workbook, a PDF file in a browser, you will lose all your changes when you hit save. So download it, open it in the free Adobe Reader or whatever you have on your desktop to edit PDFs. And it'll be a fillable form. So Adobe Reader is perfect for that. So grab that workbook, or you can just print it out the old-fashioned way and follow along with me here today. So I'll give you a minute to do that before we're diving in too deeply, but make sure you hurry up and do that. And if you have any questions, please put them in the Q&A. If you've got chat that you want to share, please do. I want to know who you are and where you're from and how you're doing and what challenges and questions you have. So definitely put that in the chat and we will rock and roll on questions. There'll be plenty of time for questions at the end. So thank you so much for being here. Grab that workbook and we're going to dive in just here in a minute. But let's make sure you're in the right place. Let's make sure that where you are here today with me is where you should be. So how do you know if you're in the right place? Well, first, the very first thing that you want to know is if you're trying to build a PMO and you have possibly mistakenly tried to Google your way to a PMO so far, and you're realizing that that's not actually helping you, then you are in the right place. Because what we are going to do is we're going to go through 6 very important steps you need to take in a certain order and why the order matters so much, so that you can achieve the results you're looking for quickly, get your PMO off the ground, whether it's your first time building a PMO or if this is just the next time you're building a PMO, you're in the right place if that applies to you. Or maybe you have an existing PMO, but you need to up-level your capabilities. Maybe you're getting support from your business leaders and they're saying, okay, great, we need more from your PMO. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to possibly do more with all the things we already have going on? Or they might be saying, you know what? You're really not showing us what we need to see with respect to the PMO, or maybe they're, running in the wrong direction. Maybe you're having a little bit of trouble getting buy-in and support. Maybe the PMO should be providing more value for the organization, or it is, but if you could only get people to use the services that you're putting in place. If you're struggling with buy-in and engagement and possibly worried that you may not be able to get the results that you're looking for quickly, then you're in the right place. And you might even be thinking, you know what? There's got to be an easier way to do this. I know that the books are telling me this, or the training's telling me that, or all of the 8 million results I got on Google seem to be pointing me in different directions. And it just seems so hard, and I feel like it shouldn't be. Your instincts are right if you're thinking that. It actually doesn't have to be incredibly difficult. And we're going to cover exactly how to make sure it's not difficult, not frustrating, you're not burning the candle at both ends, and still generating high impact for the organization. I promise you it's possible. And I promise you that if you apply what I teach you here today, you'll be a believer too, and you'll start getting really great results quickly. And yes, if you are a PMO of one person, you are in the right place. Whether you have a large team or a small team or no team at all, or even a PMO leader that, is getting tasked to also run programs and projects on the side because you didn't already have enough to do, don't worry. I've got students at all of those levels and in all kinds of organizations around the world, small, large, big teams, small teams, no team at all, half of your time being spent on other things, and they're still getting outstanding results. You've got to start somewhere, and it's all about understanding where you are, where you're starting, and where you need to go, and how you can use these 6 steps to get there. Okay, so just for a moment here, and I'm going to ask you to close your eyes so you can really focus. And by the way, if you have something else open, like your email or phone or the 16 other things you're trying to do where you're quote unquote multitasking, FYI, that doesn't work. You're only going to fail miserably at getting what you want from this presentation and training and not do well on all the other emails and other things you're reading and doing and trying to multitask on. So unless you are driving or taking a walk or something like that, if you're trying to use the same center of your mind to do this and that, one of them is going to have to go for you to be successful here. So if you are not driving and it's safe for you to do so, I want you to close your eyes for just a minute. I want to take you on a little trip for just a second.
Hi there, hope you enjoyed that last clip. My name is Michael Maludis, and if you'd like to watch the full 60 minutes of that last webcast, while also gaining complete unlimited access to our entire library of IT learning, simply visit our subscribe page at greatpro.org/subscribe. Unlimited annual access is $199 per year, but if you use the coupon code LEARN to earn, you can drop that membership fee to just $149. That's less than $13 per month for unlimited access to over 1,000 hours of on-demand career development, covering the entire spectrum of IT management best practices, including business analysis and requirements, software development, quality and testing, risk management, process improvement, project management, and even digital transformation. But your membership doesn't just give you unlimited access to our vast learning library. You also get free access to our mobile app, as well as direct access to our network of over 300 of the world's leading IT consultants, all of whom are dedicated to putting practical knowledge at your fingertips so that you can learn more and earn more. I hope you will join me in becoming a member of the Great IT Professional and advancing your career with us. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button above so that you get notified whenever we publish new free webcasts each week of the year. Thank you for your time and best wishes for your continued success.